This brass key keeps reflecting neon light against the wood. It sits beside a paper cup where sweet espresso stood. My fingers trace the metal edges, heavy in the quiet. I need to trade this ceiling for an open highway riot. The city walls are pressing in, I hear my pulse beat slow. There is a stretch of asphalt where the ocean currents blow. The engine knows a rhythm that my mind can never find. I pick up the key, leave every thought behind. Low bass rolling through the door frame, feeling every beat. Cool wind waiting at the edge of quiet pavement streets. Driving down the shoreline while the bassline takes control. Salt air cutting through the shadows in my soul. Tires humming soft against the midnight coastal lane. Rushing past the tide to wash away the static pain. Just the dark sea to my left and miles of open track. I am pressing on the gas and never looking back. The dashboard glow is casting purple shadows on my skin. I watch the street lights blur into the tide that is coming in. No passengers to answer to, no calls I have to make. Just 80 miles an hour for my own sanity's sake. The humidity is dropping as the water gets so near. I finally hear the silence that I could not harbor here. The engine knows the rhythm that my mind can never find. I pick up the key, leave every thought behind. Low bass rolling through the door frame, feeling every beat. Cool wind waiting at the edge of quiet pavement street. Driving down the shoreline while the bassline takes control. Salt air cutting through the shadows in my soul. Tires humming soft against the midnight coastal lane. Rushing past the tide to wash away the static pain. Just the dark sea to my left in miles of open track. I am pressing on the gas and never looking back. Four speakers thumping like a heartbeat in the dark. Every curve along the cliffside leaves a faint electrical spark. I am breathing in the brine, I am swallowing the space, trading all my heavy doubts for ocean in my face. Brass key turning, wheels still turning round, lost inside the deep house far above the ground. Coastal wind is calling, whispering my name. Nothing in the real view ever stays the same. Synthetic picture version of mixes with cold tide mist as the silver coupe glides down the bypass. He keeps both hands locked on the steering wheel, attending to, refusing to glance at her side. She leans her forehead against the cool window, tracing dust trails with a dry fingernail. Neither other mentions the city behind them or the unanswered calls piling up on the glowing console. The speedometer hovers in 95 while streetlights fade into empty stretches of dark shoreline. They came looking for a reason to speak or a quiet place to finally give up. The exhaust note hums a low bass line under the silence that fills the cabin. Two shadows gliding along the coastal highway. Under a silent midnight sky they chase the rhythmic crash of white foam hitting jagged black stone. No promised answers wait at the end of the asphalt, just a cold ocean wind driving fast through the dark until the land yields to open water. He reaches over to switch the station, cutting off noisy talk radio for a muted drum loop. She unwraps a piece of mint gum and holds out half without uttering a word. Her coat still carries the faint aroma of damp wool and late night convenience store coffee. He remembers when a drive meant endless talking, but tonight the waves say everything for them. At the final gravel turnout, he cuts the headlights and turns off the ignition. The sudden darkness swallows the digital clock, leaving only the sound of incoming tide. She unbuckles her belt and shifts slightly toward him in the faint ambient light. A quiet understanding settles between two young adults who ran out of things to say. The engine cools down, with small metallic clicks in the salt heavy night. Outside the glass, the dark water pulls back and rushes forward again. They sit side by side in the silent Sedan, watching the tide. Two shadows resting right at the edge of the shore. The silver keychain rests beside my cold coffee cup. I count the scratches on the polished metal finish. The city lights outside my window feel too heavy tonight, and my phone screen keeps blinking with unread messages I ignore. I pick up the engine fob and step into the elevator. The highway is calling me toward the open coast. I tap the steering wheel, matching the beat in my head. The street lamps flicker past like those silent film frames. Nobody knows I left my apartment at midnight. I just needed the horizon to help me breathe. Cruising down the coastal route alone with my thoughts. The cool ocean breeze washes through the cracked glass. Every turn on the shoreline road clears out the noise. I trace the dark blue water under the starlight, leaving every heavy memory behind in the rear view. Passing the quiet toll booth near the sleeping beach town. My tires hum a low melody against the wet asphalt. I remember how you used to it, just a radio station here. But now the static just mixes with the sound of breaking waves. It is peaceful this way, yeah. Just me and the open lane. Maybe tomorrow I will have to face the real world. Maybe the city will demand its answers back. But for these next 30 miles of winding asphalt, I belong entirely to the night air and the sea salt. The lighthouse beacon sweeps across the dark dashboard. I slow down near the sand and turn off the ignition. Just listening to the tide rolling in. Just me, the coast, and quiet peace. Violet neon leaks from the canopy overhead. My engine idling softly, ticking down to red. You lean against the battered silver hatchback on the curb, holding 2 cans of coffee, waiting for the wind to stir. You ask me if Route 7 stays open past the pier. I tell you I'm just driving to get away from here. You nod once, looking at the dark horizon where waves crash, flicking off the tip of your cigarette into the ash. 2 strangers running away from the exact same city grid, hiding from the choices that we wish we never did. You tap your knuckles on the cold roof of your car, saying soul feels heavier the further off we are. So we roll our windows down to let the ocean start washing. No names exchanged, just to go starting over again. A coast drive conversation under flickering amber light. We do not need the answers, just the rhythm of the night. You head toward the south, the cliff, I take the western lane. 2 headlights splitting through the summer coastal rain. Yeah, you mentioned you left your office 3 full days ago. Packed a single duffel bag with nowhere specific to go. I show you the cold Americano sitting in my cup, admitting I was staring at my phone until I gave up. Yeah, you laugh, a quiet sound that mixes with the breaking surf, wondering why we tie our 20s to a cubicle's worth. We watch the dark water move under the sodium glow. Sometimes talking to someone you do not know is all you need to grow. The ocean is invisible except for white foam crests. A stranger by a vending machine understands what is in my chest. No history to fix, no heavy expectations in the air. Just 2 tired drivers pausing on the highway to nowhere. Your indicator blinks orange against the dark sea. You wave once through the glass, then leave the road to me. Violet neon fades in my mirror as I pull away. Just a stranger on a night drive. before the break of day. Yeah. Silence holds until a sudden memory strikes. Night air cools the leather dash at 55. Dark coastline stretches far beyond the highway curve. So bass ripples through the floorboard like the surf. Yeah. Distant lighthouses flashing steady for time. White foam crashes past the guardrail edge. Cyan lights illuminate the empty seat beside me. Engine hums low in a slow harmonic pulse. The Pacific Ocean pulls the car into the fog. Low frequency shaking the side view mirror clear. Tires humming soft on damp coastal asphalt tonight. Midnight water spreading past the dark horizon line. Every sweeping turn on the cliffside brings you near. Yellow lampposts flicker out along the wooden pier. Foggy mist coats the glass and faint reflective rings. A rhythmy deep house loop echoes through the frame. Palm tree shadows sweep across the black metallic hood. White foam crashes past the guardrail edge. Cyan lights illuminate the empty seat beside me. Engine hums low in a slow harmonic pulse. The Pacific Ocean pulls the car into the fog. Low frequency shaking the side view mirror clear. Tires humming soft on damp coastal asphalt tonight. Midnight water spreading past the dark horizon line. Every sweeping turn on the cliffside brings you nearer. Zero oncoming headlights on the 6-mile bypass strip. Red tail lights paint long trails across wet pavement lanes. If I press the pedal further down toward the coast, the crashing wave sound might finally clear my mind. Asphalt ends where the coastal sand begins. Ignition cuts off and the dashboard fades to black. Cool ocean breeze fills the quiet cabin space. Only ocean currents and the slow residual bass. How many miles does it take to unlearn your voice? The asphalt bleeds into the dark horizon line. See what it sticks to my knuckles on the wheel, 80 beats per minute on the baseline. And my head keeps racing past the exit signs. Did you mean what you whispered when the club went dark? Now it's just me, the ocean wind, and this velvet spark. Sand in the floorboards from 3 weekends back. I shift into fourth, watching taillights fade to black. Tides pulled up close to the guardrail guard. Why do the quietest nights hit the hardest? Low bass rolling like the tide off the coast. Thinking about the words that I wanted most. Late night drive with the windows halfway down, chasing the shadow out of this beach town. My mind keeps floating, caught in the sound. Wondering if you're awake while I'm outward bound. Flashes of red from a lighthouse miles away. Is it warning me or guiding me? Hard to say. Your leather jacket sitting on the passenger seat. Engine numbing steady to my heavy heartbeat. Salt spray hitting the windshield glass. How fast do we have to go to forget the past? There's a siren somewhere in the back of my brain. Nothing stays the sand in the floorboards, cold air in my chest. I never knew which version of you was best. Tides pulled up close to the guardrail guard. Why do the quietest nights hit the heart? halfway down, chasing the shadow out of this beach town. My mind keeps floating, floating, caught in the sound, wondering if you're awake while I'm outward bound. Left turn, right turn, shoreline bends. I wonder where the water ends and memory begins. Subwoofer thumping through the soles of my shoes. Too much speed, nothing left to lose. If I keep driving till the pavement dies, will I see the answer in the water's eyes? Just the coast, the beat, and the empty air. Did you ever really care? Tires humming on a wet gray concrete, fade to black on the passenger seat. How many miles, how many miles? Damn pine wood and salt air drift inside the black sedan. He keeps his knuckles loose around the leather steering wheel. She clicks her phone display on check-in, battery at 9%, while city miles soften into dark blue ocean air. They haven't spoken since the highway toll booth 20 miles back. Just lo-fi synth riffs playing through a scratched auxiliary jack. He adjusts the rearview mirror just to see her profile side. She leans her forehead on the chilly glass to watch the tide. Two shadows gliding through the quiet curves of Route 18, caught right between the things they meant and what they didn't mean. The coastal road is quiet while the tired treads hum soft. He slows down at the yellow light and leaves the brights turned off. She lets her fingertips dance along the seaside. Wind outside, a quiet coasting trip where neither person has to hide. Just tail lights fading into ocean mist. A midnight drive they won't admit they missed. Ay. The dashboard clock flicks 01:15 in neon green. He turns the heater dial down to clear the fogged up screen. She unclips both the sandals, pulls her knees up to her chest, watching foam break on the black rocks down the lower west. No heavy talk about the autumn or where friends all went. Just coffee cups and ocean tide and air freshen her scent. He adjusts the rearview mirror just to see her profile side. She leans her forehead on the chilly glass to watch the tide. Two shadows gliding through the quiet curves of Route 18, caught right between the things they meant and what they didn't mean. The coastal road is quiet while the tired treads hum soft. He slows down at the yellow light and leaves the brights turned off. She lets her fingertips dance along the seaside. Wind outside, a quiet coasting trip where neither person has to hide. Just tail lights fading into ocean mist. A midnight drive they won't admit they missed. He almost pulls into the empty scenic view turn off. She almost asks if he wants her to check the map code off. The baseline loops 4 bars again inside the padded doors as rolling surf keeps washing up against the darkened shores. Damp pine wood and salt air hanging in the evening chill. The Sedan coast along the bay, engine idling still. 2 windows lowered halfway down against the night, chasing distant harbor lights. The heavy chair receives my entire weight as leather settles underneath my frame. I am driving past the harbor gate to a younger boy who bore my name. You were sitting at that wooden desk, terrified of what the years would bring, thinking life was cruel and grotesque, waiting for the winter to turn spring. Drop the tension in your shoulders now, stop holding on to things you cannot keep. The tide will wash it clear somehow while the inland city goes to sleep. Listen to me through the rolling bass, warm wind drifting over coastal foam. Every tea you hit without a trace guided us right here to find a home. You made it to the ocean, keep the highway finally set us free. Forgive the clumsy things you did and leave the rest to me. Ooh. stars to pulse. Remember when you thought you wouldn't last? You were fighting every single impulse, running from the shadows of the past. Now the street lights flicker on the right, Pacific blue stretching to the left. I am riding to your ghost tonight, no longer feeling hollow or bereft. Drop the tension in your shoulders now. Stop holding on to things you cannot keep. The tide will wash it clear somehow, while the inland city goes to sleep. Listen to me through the rolling bass, warm wind drifting over coastal foam. Every tear you hit without a trace guided us right here to find a home. You made it to the ocean, kid. The highway finally set us free. Forgive the clumsy things you did, and leave the rest to me. I know you worry about the open space, the silent nights, the road you couldn't see. But look at how we conquered this place, washed in salt water and rhythm endlessly. You did not break, you only bent. Every lonely hour was money spent. Lows up bass on the shoreline road. You can't put down that heavy load. To the boy locked in that quiet room, we made it out into the bloom. Deep apricot light stains the windshield glass, as I pull into the rest stop by the sea line. A stranger leaning on the rusty guardrail, holding a lukewarm can of iced black coffee. I ask if the road ahead is clear tonight. They tilt their head and offer me a light. No names exchanged, just smoke against the dusk. Two burnt out souls escaping city dust. They say the coast makes everybody quiet. You leave your heavy titles in the sedan. We watch the tide push gravel back and forth, without a single reason or a plan. We spoke for 7 minutes near the water, just two strangers breathing in the evening salt, sharing worries about turning 30 soon, and how our youth just drifted to a halt. Then you got back inside your silver hatch. I turned my key and put the gear in drive. We went our separate ways along the shore, grateful just to feel a bit alive. Your sweater had a tear around the cuff. You told me that you quit your job last week. I laughed and said I called in sick today, too exhausted even just to speak. We didn't offer comfort or advice, just stood there letting ocean currents sigh. Sometimes a stranger understands the weight better than anyone who knows your life. They say the coast makes everybody quiet. You leave your heavy titles in the sedan. We watch the tide push gravel back and forth, without a single reason or a plan. We spoke for 7 minutes near the water, just two strangers breathing in the evening salt, sharing worries about turning 30 soon, and how our youth just drifted to a halt. Then you got back inside your silver hatch. I turned my key and put the gear in drive. We went our separate ways along the shore, grateful just to feel a bit alive. Yeah, taillights fading into navy gloom, a short encounter in a temporary space. No phone number saved inside my contacts, just a quiet memory of a face. Deep, deep apricot light fades away to black. I keep my eyes fixed on the coastal track. 7 minutes near the ocean foam, two strangers finding comfort driving home. You say yesterday my mind moves faster than the tides, so I am counting every tiny thing along the ride. A green light, a wedged in inside the leather seam, an old tow receipt from some forgotten dream. The dashboard clock is 3 whole minutes slow. A smear of sunscreen where your left elbow used to go. 2 dried fries roasting near the gear stick. A phone screen scratched up by a metal hair clip. The highway sign is missing half its reflective paint. The cool seat dampness making my breath sound faint. I notice how the asphalt turns from black to gray. I notice all the white foam that washes far away. The flickering neon of a closing beachside diner, looking for a small detail that couldn't be any finer. I keep a mental ledger of the coast right now, learning how to slow the heavy rhythm down. A single seagull perched upon a rusted iron post. A red hatchback gliding past like a quiet ghost. Condensation dripping down the cup of ice. Black tea, 3 driftwood logs align perfectly along the sea. Your forgotten sunglasses tucked beneath the visor fold. Every little observation keeping out the evening cold. A bent antenna swaying in the offshore breeze. A faint salt residue upon my exposed knees. The orange street light blinking out right at 7. The low tide stretching wide beneath the darker heaven. I notice how the asphalt turns from black to gray. I notice all the white foam that washes far away. The flickering neon of a closing beachside diner, looking for a small detail that couldn't be any finer. I keep a mental ledger of the coast right now, learning how to slow the heavy rhythm down. You thought I never paid attention to the place. You thought I only cared about the finish in the race. But here is every thread, every grain, every spark written on the windshield in the rising dark. A plastic wrapper tumbling past a sandy curb. A quiet ocean wave that doesn't need a single word. One thumbprint left upon the rearview glass, watching every little tiny detail pass. You said yesterday I missed the subtle view. Now I observe the coast and every piece of you. Vanilla drifts through open vents, mixing with the heavy coastal air. She rests her boots against the dashboard. He keeps one hand upon a wheel. The highway bends around the cliffside. 2 shadows gliding through the dark. Low sub bass humming in the seats. Tire tracks fading on the sand below. Neither one is asking where they're heading. Just let the baseline take control. They are rocking through the midnight tide. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 2 ghost figures on the ocean drive. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Red tail lights cutting through the fog, lost in the rhythm of a quiet storm. Nothing matters past the yellow lines. Lines riding through the midnight tide. Yeah. Salty spray clings to the windshield glass. He shifts the gear into a slower groove. Her fingertips trace patterns on the leather, matching every beat the speakers move. The city lights are distant sparks behind them, drowned out by the heavy ocean sound. Close up bass humming in the seats. Tire tracks fading on the sand below. Neither one is asking where they're heading. They just let the baseline take control. They are fighting through the midnight tide. Ooh, ooh. 2 ghost figures on the ocean drive. Ooh, ooh. Red tail lights cutting through the fog, lost in the rhythm of a quiet storm. Nothing matters past the yellow lines. Eyes riding through the midnight tide. No promises spoken in the cab, just the smell of rain and ozone rising. They trade a look without a word. worst waffle we've caught it rubs against my wrist as I adjust my grip upon the steering wheel. This faded gray hoodie you forgot inside my backseat has lost its soft lining but retained the way you feel. 3 years of washes couldn't smooth out the rough hem where your fingers pulled the cuffs down in the night. Now the ocean highway stretches out ahead in blue shadow and the fabric brings back every flicker of headlight. The salt air hits the open window gap. I traced the phrase stitching with my thumb. I was sure I buried every trace of us in the city until the cold coastal air made my senses go numb. Every turn on this raw line road plays a tape from the past. I feel the rough weave of the jacket you left behind. We drove 30 miles just to watch the waves break in silence. Now I drive those same 30 miles inside my mind. Nothing remains except the thread under my hand. In the dark ocean rushing past the sand. Remember buying warm milk in paper cups at 2 in the morning. You said cross-legged right here, shivering in this berry cloth. We talked about our 20s slipping through our fingers like sand, watching moths hit the street light near the empty parking lot. You tucked your chin inside the collar to block the gale. I kept one hand on the shifter listening to you exhale. Now I wear the exact same sweater to keep out the chill, checking the side mirror like you might be sitting there still. The fabric is thin now, worn out at the elbows and seams. Time washes away everything except these unwanted dreams. I passed the old Tollgate where we laughed until our ribs ached, counting every promise that we casually made and broke. Freight threads under my fingers, the sea breeze still lingers. I roll up the window and let the engine take me home. A delivery scooter rattles across the pothole down on the corner. You're staring at a laptop on your lap, counting down the overtime hours. I pulled the hatchback right up to your curb, keeping the engine warm, but your canvas bagging back. We're leaving this neighborhood tonight. You look exhausted, my friend. The city got its teeth in you again. Shut the screen down, let the battery die out in the dark. The exhaust hums low as we clear the final red traffic light. You lean your head back against the faded fabric passenger seat. The high-rise towers shrink down in the rearview mirror now. I know you haven't seen open water since late last autumn. Forget about the work email waiting in your inbox. Roll down the window, let the ocean air blow through your hair. We got 80 miles of highway running right beside the tide. You don't have to explain anything, just listen to the tires on the asphalt. We're hitting the coastline tonight. Let the salt cure the stress away. The pavement clicks under our wheels, rhythm it like a slow hip-hop snare. You unbuckle your seatbelt just an inch to stretch out your tired legs. Remember back in college when we drive all night for cheap midnight snacks? Now you're managing a team and worrying about mortgage rates. I see you start to smile as the radio plays that old indie track. The sea breeze hits us first as a cool mist against our knuckles. The gas station neon sign flickers orange in the coastal fog. We stop for 2 dark coffees and a cheap pair of plastic shades. You stand by the guardrail looking at the black water crashing down. You finally take a breath that goes all the way into your chest. Forget about the work email waiting in your inbox. Roll down the window, let the ocean air blow through your hair. We got 80 miles of highway running right beside the tide. You don't have to explain anything, just listen to the tires on the asphalt. We're hitting the coastline tonight. Let the salt cure the stress away. Hey, 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 hey. Headlights sweeping over white sand dunes, kill the engine, leave the hazards blinking slow. You're gonna be alright. Just listen to the tide. Just listen to the tide. Just listen to the tide. cracked seashell paperweight holds down my stack of notes. My manager left 3 messages about the late reports. I grabbed the car key off the desk and didn't pack a coat. 31 feels like a room where every single window is closed. I merge onto the highway with no destination in mind, just chasing the cool ocean air I left behind. My thoughts are scrolling faster than the mileage on the screen. Nobody knows I took off on a Friday night like a scene from some movie I watched back when I was 19. I need a space when nobody expects anything from me. I should've gone a long time ago, pressing the pedal down where the dark ocean blows. No map on the dashboard, just white waves in line, leaving every heavy deadline way behind. Just me, the steady engine, and the winter blue tide. The Tollgate operator barely gave a second glance. I paid in crumpled cash and didn't leave a chance for anyone to call my phone and pull me back to town. I turned the lo-fi beep and rolled the glass halfway down. I used to think success was staying busy every hour. Now I just wanna watch the phone break with quiet power. Passing dark fences along the curved coast. The ghost of who I wanted to be is what I miss the most. My thoughts are scrolling faster than the mileage on the screen. Nobody knows I took off on a Friday night like a scene from some movie I watched back when I was 19. I need a space when nobody expects anything from me. I should've gone a long time ago, pressing the pedal down where the dark ocean blows. No map on the dashboard, just white waves in line, leaving every heavy deadline way behind. Just me, the steady engine, and the winter blue tide. Sometimes you need 16 miles of open black asphalt to realize the burned out feeling isn't all your fault. The cold soul hits my neck as the shoreline appears, washing away the clutter of these last 3 years. I park right at the edge of the dark sand. The high beam lights fade into the foam. Finally breathing, just the ocean and me. The weight of the chair left a permanent mark against my lower back. For 4 long years I thought staying glued to that desk was the only way not to fall back. Fluorescent lights buzz above a stack of unopened study books. You sat there staring at the blank screen, terrified at the way failure looks. Now my right foot presses the pedal down a long route 7. The blue horizon stretches wider than any dream you kept in your room at 11. I wish I could reach through the dark mind and a screen and pull your shoulders down, tell you the ocean was waiting just 2 hours past that exhausting town. Yeah, you were so scared of falling behind everyone else, counting your failures in silence, keeping the pain to yourself. Look out the driver's side window right now. We made it to the coast somehow. Roll down the window for the boy who forgot how to breathe. The tide rolls in, washing away the doubts you used to weave. I'm driving down the shore for the version of me that stayed inside. Every late night you endure turned into this quiet ocean ride. You do not have to worry anymore, kid. The water is calm today. The road is wide open and we finally found our way. Remember how you skipped dinner just to save a few bills in your drawer? Pacing back and forth across that small studio room floor. You thought 23 meant you were already out of time, obsessing over every single mistake like it was a major crime. If you could see me now gripping this wheel with salt on my sleeve, you would stop reading those harsh words you used to believe. The bass bump in the car speakers hit smooth and slow. The dark clouds you collected finally learned how to go. I know you cried with your face buried in your arms at 3 in the morning, working until your eyes burn without any early warning. So this mileage is for you, every mile of asphalt by the sea. Thank you for holding on until you became me. The sea breeze takes the heavy air away. Rest your eyes now, you did enough today. The chair is empty, the highway goes on. said yesterday, that sauce stays on glass forever unless you wash it. I remember that while staring at the dead bugs on the windshield at the gas station. The automated wash was closed, so I bought a lukewarm bottle of burley tea. Your half-eaten peppermint candy sits inside the coin slot under the heater vent. The navigation recalculated twice because I took the scenic bypass. A yellow hazard sign blinks slowly near the entrance to the coastal bridge. A paper coffee cup holds 3 melted ice cubes and a bent green straw. The tire pressure sensor on the cluster display flickers orange at 50 miles an hour. We passed a blue truck carrying crates of frozen mackerel to the harbor. Everything quiet feels heavier the moment the water appears. Small dust specks float in the afternoon light by the speaker cover. Your sunglass case rattles against the hard plastic door handle. We drive past the concrete seawall with the windows open 2 inches. I count 6 red buoys floating near the wooden fishing piers. Just tiny details left along the passenger floor mat. A receipt from the convenience store sits crumbled in the center console. You left a smudge on the side mirror when you leaned out to take a photo yesterday. The radio drops the city station near the tunnel and picks up a local jazz track. A guy on a red scooter with 2 fishing rods cuts across the roundabout. The smell of damp pavement blends with the artificial vanilla air freshener. Yesterday you told me people only drive to the shore to test their car engines. Now there is fine gray sand scattered across the leather seats. The ocean looks flat like steel beneath the hazy winter sky. My phone battery sits at 19% on the rubber charging pad. One black hair clip jam beside the seatbelt buckle. A wet thumbprint drying on the door glass. Soft film growing thick on the back bumper. We just keep rolling down the 2-lane highway. Frayed linen catches on the window ledge as 80 beats per minute start to roll. The coastal highway curls around the edge in cozy breeze takes over full control. I run my thumb along the woven weave that used to rest against your shoulder blade. It takes one pull of fabric to retrieve the summer afternoon we thought would never fade. The sub bass rattles through the floorboard paneling. I see a shadow in the side mirror glass. 2,000 RPMs and mine unraveling, replaying every single mile we passed. This beat keeps bumping through the ocean drive. Your phantom breath is pressing on my skin. Back when we drove just feeling so alive, with salt air blowing past the velvet trim. I turn the dial, the bassline drops too deep. A memory I was never meant to keep. We traced the shoreline in the fading dark and left our footprints by the tidal mark. Worn denim rubs against the leather chair. The same old sweater thrown across the back. You laughed and let the wind untie your hair while yellow lines bled into midnight black. I feel the roughness of the cotton sleeve, the exact moment that you reached for my hand. We had no promises, we had to leave, just silver tires rolling over sand. The sub bass rattles through the floorboard paneling. I see a shadow in the side mirror glass. 2,000 RPMs and mine unraveling, replaying every single mile we passed. This beat keeps bumping through the ocean drive. Your phantom breath is pressing on my skin. Back when we drove just feeling so alive, with salt air blowing past the velvet trim. I turn the dial, the bassline drops too deep. A memory I was never meant to keep. windows and the scent holds still. I touch the fabric where you used to lean. The coast is empty on the northern hill, and everything is painted twilight green. I thought the distance would erase the spark, but beds remember what the heart forgot. A sudden flashback lighting up the dark, right at the sharp turn in the parking lot. Rough weave between my fingertips again. The deep house keep drumming